What's going on, guys, and welcome to whatever I decide to call this video. This is like my top, I don't know, I think I have 12 games. I haven't even counted how many games here, but this is like my top games of 2013. I wanted to do one of these videos. I'm not really sure why I want to do one of these videos, but it seems everybody does these kind of videos, and I definitely have like a specific-ish kind of couple games that I really like this year that I would kind of want to highlight. So I'm not going to do like a numbered list or anything like that. It's just going to be like alphabetical order because I find it really hard to like say that one game is better than another. Like it's easy sometimes. Like I know for a fact that like Doom is better than Perfect Dark for the Xbox 360. I know that. But it's hard for me to say like is like Spelunky better than Stanley Parable? No, they're both kind of really awesome. But yes, I'll just hop right in here. I find it really hard to like improvise like intelligent opinions, so I'm probably not going to talk too much about the individual games in question, just kind of go through them relatively quickly. So if you have a similar taste in games to me and just kind of want to hear what I really liked from this year, then this is the video for you. If you're looking for intelligent critique and analysis, you should probably go in somewhere like, I don't know, like a Camster's channel or something, but he probably hasn't covered out these games because he only has one video a month, and there's only so many months in the year. Regardless, so let's hop right in here. First one is Arkham Origins, game I'm currently Let's Playing, which is really, really awesome. It's obviously the worst game in the Arkham series. It's added a lot of new mechanics that are just straight up stupid, but it's added some relatively interesting ones. And like I said, I think in one of my episodes of my Let's Play, like when you take an amazing game or an amazing series and you make it slightly less awesome, it's still awesome. So Arkham Origins is amazing. If you already played the first two and you're looking for more of that same kind of thing, definitely play it. If you've not played the first ones, I'd say probably go play those first. They definitely still hold up. They still look fucking amazing. Second one on my list is Disco Dodgeball. I don't like multiplayer games at all, but I fucking love Disco Dodgeball so much. It's so fast paced. It's like it's just so old school, like FPS multiplayer-y, but it's also like really weird and unique. And like I don't know, it's just like you're throwing fucking dodgeballs in a neon arena. It's so much fun. It's the strangest idea, and it's like one of those things you see it and you're like, how has no one ever done this before? But fucking here it is, and you can get it. And I'll put links to all these games in the description probably. So fucking click on that link. I think it's available on Humble. It's got a pretty good community going. Usually, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 relatively well-populated games going on at any given time. So it's it's got a community, so you don't have to really worry too much about, like, am I going to be able to find a game? I play it like 2 or 3 times a week, so, statistic probability of running into me relatively high. Third game on my list is Grand Theft Auto 5. It's a fucking Grand Theft Auto game. If you like Grand Theft Auto games, it's the best one yet. If you don't like Grand Theft Auto games, you should like Grand Theft Auto games. That's about all I had to say about it. Next one on my list is Gunpoint, which I'm not even actually come to think of it. I'm not entirely sure that it came out this year. I just added it to my list because I was like going through my Steam games and looking at things that I liked. And I was like, oh, Gunpoint, I like that game. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm like trying to think, did it come out this year? Regardless, you should totally play it. One of the most unique kind of like puzzly stealth games that I've ever played. You like hook up these like computer things, basically like rewire like office buildings to kind of trying to like use the electronics to your advantage, and it's really really cool. And it's lots and lots of fun. I haven't beaten it yet, but it doesn't mean it's not awesome. Next game on the list is Last of Us. Last of Us is like totally not my kind of game. Like I hate like the like super intensely story driven kind of shooters that have kind of crappy gameplay but really interesting stories, because the stories are usually like, when I say really interesting, I mean like in quotations really interesting, and they're usually not really that good. But I don't know, like Last of Us, it's like the same thing we've been having from fucking everything. It's zombies. It's like not the kind of game that I like, but I liked it. Like it was well paced, and even though it was not like really mechanically interesting, it was like it's the combat and stuff was good enough that I never felt like, oh fuck, I have to play this game to get to the next bit of story. And the story was never so bad that I was like, oh, I have to sit through this story to get to the next bit of game. Basically, it was just like super competent, and I don't know, I just like really liked it. I remember the ending was like, I don't know, it's the kind of ending that most people be like, oh fuck that ending, it was so stupid, but it just like it stuck with me. It was really interesting. So if you're like remotely interested in that kind of game, you should definitely play Last of Us. Next on the list is Outlast, which is pretty obviously going to be there. I loved it so much that I even claimed it was better than Penumbra, which is my ex favorite game and ex favorite horror game. It's like taking Frictional's model for like how to do horror games and just taking it kind of to like a world that I find interesting. Like that's the reason that I preferred Penumbra to Amnesia, because I didn't find the world of Amnesia very interesting. And I even find the world of Outlast even more interesting than the world of Penumbra. So it's just that like that another step in the right direction toward like the center of my heart. It's super scary, super fun, relatively interesting story that I did not pay nearly enough attention to, but really awesome. If you like horror games, pretty much the best you're gonna get is Outlast. Next on the list is fucking Paranautical Activity. I heard the developer of that game is like the coolest dude in the world, and it's the best video game that has ever been made. Next on the list is Rayman Legends, which I've honestly played like an hour of, but it was a really, really good hour. Like I just downloaded it onto my Xbox because I just wanted to play a platformer, and it was really, really good. It gave me that like I want to 100% this. And like I never 100% games. I've never 100%ed a game in my life, and I still haven't 100%ed this because I only played like an hour of it. But I don't know. I just enjoyed the hell of it. Like it felt so good. Like it's such a good feeling platformer, and it looks fucking amazing. Like it's one of the best looking 2D games that I've ever played. Speaking of good looking 2D games, next on the list is Spelunky, which is one of the greatest looking games I've ever played. The use of color in that game is fucking ridiculous, and obviously it is fun as tits. It's just fucking, it's like an intensely well designed game. It's the kind of game that game designers talk about for hours on end because every single aspect of it is just like, holy fuck, this is some next level shit right here. And obviously, it's got an insane amount of coverage. Pretty much everybody who does Let's Plays is doing a Let's Play of Spelunky. The only reason I'm not doing it is because I'm absolutely shit at the game. I don't have the patience to play it right, basically. So I would just be like you guys watching me die on Mines 2 every single time. Next on the list is Splinter Cell Blacklist, which is really, really good. I just love the Splinter Cell games. I like the modern Splinter Cell games, even though they're less like stealthy. I really like stealth games in general, which is kind of weird that I like these sort of like kind of like betraying the stealth roots of the franchise with these latest two games. I think it's the last two that have gone in this new direction, but it has some of the best split screen multiplayer like ever. I've played through the split screen co-op campaign of Splinter Cell Conviction, was the last one. I played through that like 8 times. I've played through Blacklist's co-op campaign like 2 or 3 times, and I've never even played the single player, so I don't know how that is, but I know that the the split screen is fucking amazing. Next game on the list is Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable, there are no words. It's the funniest game. It's the only funny game. Like, no games are ever funny. Like, every game that thinks it's funny is fucking stupid, and this game is fucking hilarious. It's insanely well written, super really interesting and critical of game design and stuff. It's just like, I don't know. If I had to pick a game on this list that was like the best game of the year, it'd be Stanley Parable. Not that I'm saying that I'm picking it, but if someone were to point a gun to my head and say, Mike, pick something, I'd say Stanley Parable. And the last game on this list is Super Mario 3D World. I was watching Red Panda Gamer's Let's Play of this. I fucking bought a Wii U and that game just for Super Mario 3D World. It just looked like so much fun, and then I played it, and it was so much fun. In fact, that's the reason I haven't beaten Rayman Legends, is because I was like, oh, hey, here's another platformer, and I just paid like excess of like $300 to get my hands on it because I had to buy the console with it. So I was like, maybe I should play this one first, and it's so good. I've been 100%ing it. I'm like world 5 or 6, I think. I'm playing it like several hours a day since I got it, and I just like every single time I just have to 100% it. And like I said, I'm never that kind of person that wants to 100% things, but for some reason this game just fucking gets in my head and it's like holding me down. It's like fucking get everything, and I'm like, all right, man, I'll do it. And that concludes my list. If you want a quick top 10 list, I actually think this is a top 12 list. I don't remember. I think I counted at one point. Um, yeah, if you wanted something quick, you just fucking got it. If you wanted my opinions, you just fucking got it. If you wanted a numbered list that gives an arbitrary winner, you kind of got it, but I didn't mean to. I just kind of blurted it out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.